Hey there, my name is Fluffy the Destroyer and welcome to my channel. Yes, this is GTA 5 for the PC. Like, why of all things I would make a review of that? Well, because I bought it and I want to do it. I know the game has already been out for, what, a year and a half? 2 years? Oh, shit. Yeah, so I'm currently playing it. I'm gonna do the review at the same time here. The story is complete, as you can see with the 30 million here. If we go to game, yeah. Oops. Nope. Come on, go back there. Yeah, this is one feature that's really awesome. You can replay all the missions if you want. Yeah, times come, replay Strangers and Freak. I've tried to do them all. There's only one or two, but I messed up the assassination because I wanted more money. But I did it too soon. I didn't know, but like I figured it out like at the third mission, so because of the market stock and everything. So I'm just gonna drive around here. There's no more. Oh, let's do a race. So let's start with the graphics here. I mean, for the PC version, it's a whole lot more better. Way better from what I've seen on the console. I don't have a console. I can't compare it directly, but it's a whole lot better. It's especially because of the... Ooh! I want this. It's especially because of the draw distance and the quality. Oh, I died multiple times. I tried to get the laser jet fighter and it didn't work. And that's the only problem. Draw distance and from, well, for the graphics. Like, the texture quality is really great. Everything is great about it. Like, look at this. It's on 1080p right now. You can go on 4K with this. You can even go further with 4K, but there's a couple of things. Video memory. It looks like this is a, I would say like a suggestion limit. Don't take that as like a direct exact number. You can go above and still maintain 60 frames a second. This... No fucking clue why. It's supposed to be 60, but it doesn't want to. In every other game, it's fine, and you can choose your output monitor, really good. I've seen some posts saying that if you turn on MSA and TXAA, it's better. Quality, yes, but it requires like an enormous card for that, so just be careful. If you got my type of card, like a GTX 670 or so, or even in the 700, just be careful, just play with it. All the rest is fine. What I'd like to get is... yeah, there's one thing. In-game depth of field effects. You know when you aim something, everything is blurry except the center? I just turned it off completely. And for someone who doesn't have like a big computer like me, well, I do, just that the graphic card doesn't, it's really not that big. It's a 670 of all things. You can turn them off. It was on, but it was creating a lot of problems with the frame rate. It was dropping here and there. If you play GTA Online and you're just really pissed off at everyone because they're usually starting to get on your nerves, just turn it off. Trust me, it's gonna save you a lot. Alright, and yeah, I would say for the immersion here, what really breaks it, the only thing I have to say about the graphics is like cars popping. Like, did you saw that truck in the background? Yeah, it popped in, like literally. And sometimes if I'm really not that lucky, which I am sometimes, I don't know why, maybe it's the game, but some cars are just gonna pop in front of me. I could be that bad. Yep. Hey, but besides that, man, like, visually the game is great, and yes, you do need a big card like this one, like a 670 for example. But you know, you can buy a 970 for $300 or so. So go ahead. I would highly suggest you. For the audio, this is all the stations that you have in One Year in the Desert, which I really noticed, and it's really stupid. WCTR is not available, so when I did the patch and I was in the desert, I wondered, hey, why is WCTR not here? I mean, it's supposed to be there, but nope, it's not. It's getting replaced by Blaine Radio, and I just didn't notice. how awesome is that? That's how real it is, just like real life radio. As in, you go into like a certain sector. And let me do something here, cause just keep going around. Yeah, let's do some parachute here. And if you use self radio, which is not activated right now, but which is your, let's take a look here. You go in settings, audio, self radio mode, auto scan for music. You just put your music inside GTA 5 user music folder in your My Documents. Just perform a full scan, and it's going to act like a radio. So the songs that you put there, I just put some shortcuts on my MP3 on my external hard drive, and you'll be able to listen to your radio using your own tunes. The only problem is that is compared to GTA. Whoops, this one is on top, I think. The only problem with this is the fact that, like in GTA San Andreas, you had an announcer. Like, at least you had the option to use the announcer. In here, you don't, which kind of sucks, because I wanted to get it, but nope, not at all. It's unfortunate because I really wanted to. Hey, where is it? If I can't get it, I'm just gonna get another one here. Yeah, I think it's maybe underground, I guess. Well, that's the only complaint about the music that I can tell you, but for the rest, it's really fun. You even got Laszlo, and in some missions you get to meet him, so, well, yeah, poor guy. He gets what he deserves, I guess. But I noticed one thing, like, I know this is supposed to be silly and funny and all, but honestly, I didn't find the talk radio really funny. And yes, I do listen to that because it's, like, really awesome. And, for the audio, I mean, it's not my type of songs, but there's rock radio, that's mine, but there's a whole lot of, like, a variety of, like, music songs here. And, you know what, let's go into a gun store. There's a lot of guns here. There's a buttload of guns. Yeah, let's get out of the car, just to at least show you. Yeah, there's this much here. It's, like, really amazing. I bought them all. Like, there's 6 types of shotguns, grenade launchers, RPGs, homing missiles. There's a buttload. Guns? Oh my god, there's so much. AP, SNS, heavy pistol, vintage. There's a whole lot. Micro SMGs. Little machine guns here, combat SMGs, assault rifles like AK, for example, carbine, and as you can see, I got all the extensions attached. Sniper rifles, there's 3 of them, as far as I'm concerned. There's a couple of other things here as well, I would say grenades, tear gas. I didn't use a lot of tear gas because I really didn't need it, which is kind of bad because I wish there could be missions that I would have more use of weapons, but honestly, it's not really a big complaint. It's just something that I would love from GTA, to use different types of weapons. It wouldn't make sense to me. I mean, if you're... And it seems to be always the same type of weapons or so. It's always SMGs or some type of SMGs all the time, no matter where you are, no matter what gang you're going against. It always seems to be SMGs. It's rare that you're going to see something else, like guns or sniper rifles. It's really rare. I mean, like, you will get sniper rifles and all, and guns and other types of guns, but most of the time it's SMGs. I'm just going to go to the ammunition here. Can I? Ooh, yes, I can. No. Maybe? Yes? No? Whoops. Yeah, I don't know if he was gonna shoot me. Yeah, there's all types, like, I bought them all here. Oh, maybe, yeah, there's even a minigun. My god. This minigun, there's a mission especially for it. It's really awesome. But at this point, I don't think it's going to be a surprise or much of a review because most people already played it. But I'm going to give my I would say my comments on it. But yeah, this is weird. Like, there's nothing, and then there's something. If you get out of there, nothing, and then there's everything. Wow. Yeah, for the weapons, that's all I have to say about this. You even got first-person shooters kind of view. Just gonna get out of here. It's good, but the main problem is this. Like, the gun is freaking huge. It looks like a bit realistic, and yes, what you're seeing right now is really fun. If you go inside GTA Online and do races and lock it to first-person view, trust me, it changes the whole freaking game. It's really weird. I love it. Some people don't, but I do. It really has... Oh my god. Because, here's the thing. This is like arcade type of control, so you turn on a dime here, and add that to the fact that you have like 60 frames a second, your head can spin really easily. Where am I going? Yeah, let's go there. Well, there's also, let's see, I'm just going to show this. Internet. There's one thing I've been playing, it's the exchange, like the stock market. That seems to be, I don't know, it seems to be broken. Like, it's been like that for a couple of days. I have no clue why. And then there's LCN, which you can change from in-game events. Like this year, 297, you just go destroy a lot of cars. I got the tanks, so you can go ahead. You know what, let's do that. Let's get the tank and get on a rampage. I would say the biggest problem, which I don't see a lot of people, well, reviewers say, which kind of sucks. And I think I don't know why. I know that the story's supposed to be silly and all, but it needs to be good. It needs to be interesting, and that's where the problem starts with GTA 5, in my opinion. And that's my only concern about GTA 5, but the rest seems to be okay, and it seems to be, like, really, really, really acceptable. There's a couple of problems. Number one, there's 3 protagonists here. And let's go to before I continue. So, yeah, there's 3 protagonists here. That's the problem, because if you put 3 of them, they need to be freaking good. Unfortunately, if you take Trevor, I personally think he steals the show all the time, or almost all the time, because of his personality. Out of control, a complete psychopath. Yeah, that's the Rhino. I love it. Why are you there? I have no clue why. Where the fuck are you going? Then there's Michael, which is kind of boring in a way, and then there's Franklin. Remove him, and it doesn't make any difference for the story, even at the end. You can hire anyone else, or you could remove Franklin, and it wouldn't change a single bit. It really wouldn't. Yeah, let's try to get 5 stars and have fun here a bit. But we're in the desert. And that's one of the problems that I had, because Trevor is too much... Like, he's a dick, he's a complete psychopath, but I like him. I really do. I think I'll remember him for a really long time, and that's the problem, because, like everyone else, I don't really give a crap. I really don't. Even Michael, at a certain point. And number 2 would be the fact that the story, it's a classic. I mean, it's a heist gone wrong, and couple of years later, like, the 2 people that got away don't even know they're alive. One thinks he's alive, but just to make sure. And the other one, well, he doesn't know until Michael makes a heist, and then he knows. Even near the end, it's not even interesting. Like, in one part of the story, especially at the beginning when you're playing Franklin, there's the Ballas, there's Grove Street, which you remember from GTA San Andreas, but that's it. Nothing else really special happens to him, or the Ballas, which is kind of a disappointment, because Like I said before, you could remove Franklin and it doesn't make any difference. It won't make a difference at all. Nothing at all. And Trevor, oh my god. There's the Lost, which wow. I don't know what to say, man. He dies like, there's, oh man, what's his name? Crap, I can't remember the name, but, the leader of the Lost, well, he dies. That was kind of, I felt bad for the guy. I really did. That's the only problem that I got, but it's still fun because, I mean, oh, man, just look at the number of missions. Look at that. You can even replay the missions, which is, like, really freaking awesome. You want to replay that one? No problem. Yeah, I didn't do good at that one. And replay Strangers and Freaks? Like, all the side quests? Wow. There's a lot. Yeah, some are good, some are just plain weird. And I didn't do everything in here, like the achievement stuff to collect all over the map, and what the what? Hey, what happened? He probably exploded near me. Yeah, sometimes the cops do that. They go under my car or they just they go really behind me and then they explode. And they do damage and they kill me. Fucking idiots. I hate them. Alright, let's call the taxi. Yeah, and that's another problem in GTA. There's like, oops. Look at the frickin' map. Frickin' huge. Not really a big complaint here, but like, it's fun driving, but something in between would be really, really awesome. Just saying, because most of the time I ended up doing this. Like, honestly, that's what I ended up doing. If I didn't have a car, even if I had a car, call a taxi, go there, it would take me a couple of seconds and that's it. Then I would do the mission. I was at a point that I wasn't even interesting to drive anymore because I just wanted to play the story. That's it. Like, I don't mind driving, but oh my god, it's so fucking huge. Really amazing here. And for the driving, well, like, that's what I have to say about the story here, but it's a bit weak, but there's so much, and there's so much, whoops, there's so much events. And the online version is even worse. Like, there's way too much stuff on the online version, but there's a review coming soon. And yeah, let's go back to the tank here. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing, which is kind of weird. I'll be honest, for the editor, I didn't play a lot with it, but you want to know what it is? Just go on YouTube, on the Reddit of Grand Theft Auto 5, and you're going to see a couple of videos posted there. It's just freaking awesome. There's one that says The Running Man. It's the first one from 8-Bits something. I can't remember exactly. It's just really awesome. All made with everything inside the game. It's really awesome because there's, like, for example, there's War Thunder that I remember. That game has an editor, but it sucks. Like, it really, really sucks. And the one inside, I did play with it, but not enough. It's really powerful. There's a lot of features you can have, like director mode. You can switch characters. There's a lot of stuff to do that you can do with it. It's really awesome. It's another feature. It's also, well, I would say, like, included in it. There's you can attach it to your, showing everything here. You can attach it to your YouTube account and everything, so you upload. Really awesome. Don't have a lot to say against that. So for GTA 5, even though that's, like, the game has already been out, that's what I had to say about it. And then there's another thing which you might say that it's really weird, is that people gave this a 10. Man, who was it? I can't remember. Just go on Metacritic. It's all there. I hate the website, but you can. It's a good site to know who gave what. So you just click on the full review site, and it's gonna bring you to the author. And most people give this a 10, which didn't make sense to me. I mean, yes, the game is great. It's just, like, if you really want to go with numbers, it really deserves a good 9. I don't like giving numbers, but you can see that this is weird. Like, this game is not perfect. So if you're going to give like a 5 out of 5 or 10, then it's a perfect game with no problems. I'm sorry, but it has problems. And the PC version, like I said, it has a problem with the immersion. It has a problem, well, especially because of the draw distance. There's also the fact of the immersion. Like, War Thunder does it really right for the immersion. As in, you look in the background, you see the mountains and everything. If you're high in the sky with an helicopter, you go really high, it's not gonna render everything, which breaks the immersion really easily. And for me, breaking immersion is something that's really important, that should not be done. Unfortunately, because we have PCs, that should not happen, but it does happen. On console, I would really understand. You know what? Let me give you the online version as well. It's really fun. But yeah, there's oh my god, where can I start? It's really fun because of, like, the number of events. Let's do that here. Let's go to the online. I don't think it's gonna take a lot of time here. Yeah. Let's do that. And yeah, that's the first thing. Joining GTA Online, which takes a lot of time. Let's say you got friends. You're supposed to load in their session. That doesn't happen all the time. So you have to load a session. So that's number 1 load. There's number 2 load for your friends. Well, just to get in the game. And there's just way too much loading. You load an event, there's loading. Even if you load the event, like you're interested of doing a game, for example, and you say, hey, I'm not going to do it because, you know, reasons, so I'm going to cancel it. I'm not going to do the event. You reload your session again. I kid you not. It takes the same amount of time that you loaded the event. Like loading sessions and events, like the loading time, it's not the amount of time, but it's the number of times that you have to load the session. That's the biggest problem. And there's also the fact that, well, like I said, when you got friends, you can load inside their session, but when that doesn't happen, you have to load it again. And there's something, and why am I showering? Okay. Yeah, I tried to take a funny character, so... Red-headed freak. Fluffy. If you go on the phone, let's see here, email.
No, don't do this, don't do this, I need this.
Yeah, that's the voices.
Dude.
Really awesome. Let's go there.
So uncool.
Let's compose a new message. Oh my god, look at that! Who are your friends? Who are in your session? Who the fuck cares? No groups. Nothing. Yeah. I think they forgot to do something about that. And the online version existed for, I would say, like a long time here. Wow. You want to know the amount of things you can do? Oops. Let's go outside here. Yeah, that's my apartment, the iHand apartment. I just bought it. I know I have the 1 million because I pre-ordered it, but I didn't use that money. I used the cheapest one because, honestly, I don't know, but the one that you pay like 400,000 or 600,000 compared to this one, which is 200,000, no difference whatsoever inside. Like, look at the number of things that you can do. You cannot be bored. This is sick. You cannot be bored with this. You can go in free mode, or you can go in. You can do missions. A lot of options. Enable passive mode if you're really tired of getting shot. You just enable passive mode. Then you can go around. The problem with this is that you're not able to equip the weapon, and you're not able. Oh yeah, sure. Let's get it. You're not able to equip the weapon, and you can't be shot, which is kind of really awesome. But if you'll need it. For example, if you want to steal a car, like this one here, for example. It's gonna tell you, hey, Simeon wants you to bring that car to the custom shop, and you want to he wants to export it. You have to disable passive mode. And if you wreck your car like I just did, plus if it gives, like if it's gonna, if they shoot your car, the value of the car will go down. So you got to be careful here. It's best to do it with two, or just like load a solo session, so that way you can do the export or some missions alone if you wish. And then you can get back to the online version with a lot of people that basically can act like dicks.
What the heck?
Yeah, and if you think people are acting like dicks, you go on online, go in players, press enter. If someone really pisses you off, you just click on the name and toggle mute. That's it. That's all you have to do here. You can even invite them to your crew and everything. And that's another problem. Like, you got the social club launcher. You got a couple of them here, but if they message you, it's going to tell you, but you can't look at it here. You got to go on the website, which is silly and stupid at the same time. And yes, there are microtransactions in here, which is, yeah, $8,400,000 if you really feel that, I would say, lazy. And there's also the heist, which I want to, just to give a really quick note. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a dick. Don't put 10 or 15% to everyone and keep, what, 60, 70%, whatever. Just give a fair share to everyone, but keep in mind that the leader has to pay for the setup. It's usually 40K or something, so just take that into account. I've seen people offering 10% and nothing more, and they didn't want to, which is kind of silly and stupid because, well, you don't have a lot of money. And I mean, like, online is really fun. Really, really, really fun. That's what I have to say about the game. I mean, there's a lot more to say, of course, but on top of my head, that's what I can say. Those are the biggest problems. Overall, get the game. Buy it on PC. Don't buy it on console. And for the mods, I already did a video, but if we get mods, and there's already cheaters as well. Like, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos on this. Like, some of them are shooting you like crazy, and they get shot like crazy and they don't die. Like Invisible Life or something. So that seems to be a really big problem. They're going to have to fix something. Yes, there's an anti-cheat system, but it doesn't seem to be strong enough. But hey, consoles versus PC. PC has a lot more resources to cheat and to hack games compared to consoles. I'm sorry, but that happens. So they're going to have to fix something for this. Or use an entirely whole different type of... I would say like an entirely different type of invite. Let's do that. I don't even know. Like an entirely different type of anti-cheat system here, because I mean it's PC here. I've seen a lot of silly cheats in here. Well, not in GTA, but in on the PC, in some other games. It's really fun. Like, there's like, do I want mods or not? I'm not even. If we want to get, if it's the like I said in my other video, if it's the price to get hackers, then no. I would really love to get mods, but no, I don't want to. If the price to pay is to open up the mods, then we get a lot of hackers, a lot more. Because with mods, well, you're going to have to open some game files, and when you do, it's, yeah, you see, game full, and then I just have to load it back to my session. I was just there. I'm not supposed to do this. It should be kept on the side or something, but no, it's... This is what's really annoying. Like, most of the time, that's what you're going to do online. It's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating here. Pisses me off a lot, to be honest. And the last thing is the launcher. It's the worst piece of shit I know. Like, I said this before in my other videos, but like the launcher, it's a big piece of shit. It's only something that allows you to download, and that's all. There's nothing else to it. No backup, no peer-to-peer. You can't even check whatever you have on your crew, your friends.
Gaming Commando?
It's really silly here. It should have been more. There's
you here,
no way
buddy?
to verify the game files,
am.
nothing at all. You have to do it manually, and you have to get the information on. I know there's some information regarding the MD5, like the hash of each file on Reddit, which is kind of really silly. It should be included in the game, in the launcher at least. But no, nothing at all. Nothing of that. It's a really old rudimentary type of, I would say, like launcher system. It should be more, but hey, I really hope there's gonna be, it's gonna be more, because it needs, that launcher needs to be like a lot better. I'm just really disappointed, and on top of that, 3-4 months of waiting time, even more. Yeah, let's do that here. Ah, cool. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna start a prison break here. And if it's done correctly, I'm gonna have fun. If not, then I'm gonna scream. Anyways, my name's Fluffy the Destroyer. If you did like the video, even though it's on PC, I don't know. Not that I don't know I did it, but I know it wasn't really needed, but I wanted to do it. It's my channel anyways. My name's Fluffy the Destroyer, and if you did like this video, just rate, subscribe, and comment. See you later.